Nigeria, a big black nation with over 200 million people, is blessed with natural resources. However, the country is largely dependent on imported essential products for survival, such as petroleum products, household items, raw materials, cars, among others. In 2022, stakeholders, which include importers and freight forwarders, expressed serious concerns as importation dropped to an estimated 60% due to some unfriendly government policies. These freight forwarders took us through their experiences in 2022.
Maritime industry 2022, actually we did not meet up, but we did well. The way and manner the government's policies is treating the industry not too fair, but be it as it may, the introduction of the VIN valuation went a whole lot of good way. In as much they started very bad, but at the end of the day, there is so much progress in it. So going by that, I will tell you, we did very well in as much we didn't meet up our targets, but we did wonderfully well.
Year 2022 is even worse than 2021. Ordinarily in the industry, we will have thought that we will have moved, developed our level of growth. Development will have been more than this. But I keep telling everybody that we are crawling in the maritime industry, and it's very, very unfortunate. And until government realizes this and do the needful, 2022 is not a good year, because on a monthly basis from February, our volume of import continued to decline and drop. And don't forget that we have challenges with Naira. Vis-a-vis the role of central bank not being consistent, we have a CBN that is always an interloper, involving herself in not something that is not even our responsibility. And we have a Ministry of Finance that is very docile, not really doing anything. And above all, we have a too powerful customs administration that nobody can control.
I'm going to say maritime sector in the year 2022, everybody has really put in their best. It's an open secret that customs that wanted that shoot to hit the heaven, they've admitted that they may not be able to meet the target this year. And it's a very simple arithmetics. You cannot be aiming for target when the country is not really working. And the country is not working because we are import dependent. Everybody wants to spend dollar. I make an example. This simple shirt I'm wearing is from China. Somebody imported it with dollar. My trouser is from China. Everything you see in my office setting is dollar dependent.
On car importation, freight forwarder says car import was mostly hit in 2022 due to several government policies, which they say discouraged importers from bringing in vehicles popularly called Tokumbo cars. It will be recalled that Tinkan Island Port and Port Terminal Multipurpose Limited (PTML), the Roro port, was shut down for over 2 weeks in March 2022 due to the introduction of VIN valuation and 15% NAC levy, which sparked a protest by clearing agents. The story was the same at Tinkan and Apapa Premium Ports.
The command is going below what we have been expecting in terms of flow of cargo. The importation has dropped. The importation has dropped drastically. Now sometimes we can have some vessels will come with 40, 46 vehicles. Some will come with 100 and something, 200 and something. But formerly we used to have 4,000, 3,000 vehicles at Suro Port. But this time around, due to the increasement in clearance of vehicles, the importation has dropped drastically.
Restrictions of some goods from CPN. If you agree with me, this year we make a lot of complaint about the monetary policies and the fiscal policies of the government. That we don't even know who is what again. because you see the CBN coming to issues kind of restrictions about about policies that doesn't really, somehow really, really concerning them, and the restriction of car of 15 years or 10 years rather, was not really meant well for Nigerians.
Here with different government policy that had to do with Ministry of Finance, introduction of the tariff for 2023, for 2022 to 2026, which brought first the slashing of vehicle duty to 20% and the introduction of 10% for pickups and buses. But at the tail run, we were just enjoying it for like 2 weeks when custom woke up and said, no, they need to start the VIN violation. So we went on strike in March. Then VIN violation started in May 28th of 2022.
Because the cost of matches is not the cost of pen. You get me? So it's not supposed to be done in that manner. So, and the jacking of power, increasing of duty rates at every given time is also a very big issue. You get me? So we hope they look into it. So they're not supposed to be increasing duty at every given time. So in the interval of months, so they increase duty. So those are the challenges also, is one of the factors, you understand, that causes drop in importation and business.
All these stakeholders have one thing in common. They seek an immediate review of some fiscal and monetary policies of the government in 2023 if the economy must thrive.
Is to create an office called Special Assistant to Mr. President on Maritime Affairs. This man, whoever is appointed as the SSA, will not be a bridge builder between the grassroots, we are the grassroots in the maritime industry, and the presidency. Before a policy is formulated in the maritime industry, this SSA will collate our opinion and stakeholder, transport owners, freight forwarders, custom brokers, consolidators, terminal operators, shipping company, captains of the industry, even NISA, that is indigenous ship owners, collate them together, filter them, look at the ones that are good, pass them to the policy formulators. The policy will be formulated upward. We're already part of it. All we need to do is to key into that system. You see us, the maritime industry will fare than any other ministry.
Major problem is these 41 items. It's not contraband, and instead they are not raising forests. You don't give people forests to trade for it. Then it's part of the major problem we have in the freight forward industry, because these 41 items contribute like 60% of import, and so people come, brings in, calling it a different name, just a way to survive. So looking at it, the government did not ban 41 items. It is only central bank. So if the new president should look into that 41 items, lifting it from forest ban, I mean, it will go a long way into the economy in the coming year.
Brownson, Unwana, for Nigeria Maritime TV.